What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the final episode of Tonikawa Over the Moon for you. This one's titled Husband and Wife. And whilst this is the last episode of the season, do not despair. There will be more Tonikawa in the form of an OVA next year. Shame it's not a Season 2 announcement, but at least we're getting some more content in the form of an OVA. And I believe Crunchyroll will also be having that since this is a Crunchyroll Originals show, so it makes sense for Crunchyroll to be having the OVA as well. So we do have some content after this, which is that's enough for me. I really want a season 2. Like I really want a season 2. I'll settle for an OVA for now though. Let them build up a bit more content. Maybe we can get a season 2 later on in maybe 2022 if we're lucky. Or maybe end of 2021. Who knows? But yeah, husband and wife. Last time out, what happened? Oh, right, Chitose and the maids were trying to track down Tsukasa, and her lies are, they're terrible. They really are. But we started, we ended up having a takoyaki party, because that's the thing, apparently. I've never heard of that, but this is the first time I've ever heard of a takoyaki party in anime. And we all just end up basically playing Street Fighter, and, we have like a mini tournament that goes on with Street Fighter, even busting out the original Street Fighter, because that's what Tsukasa is more acquainted with, which makes a lot of sense because she tends to know a lot of retro stuff and a lot of history stuff, because there's so much of this mystery thing that is not going to be answered in this episode, I guarantee it. Maybe the OVA will start answering some stuff. Maybe this show's just going to remain vague about it. I really don't know if this show will ever fully answer who Tsukasa really is and what the deal with her is. I don't know if they're even going to bother explaining that, but I guess we'll see at one point what happens. But ultimately, I think they kind of forget the tournament after a while, because Tsukasa and Aya, they kind of just like have a bonding moment essentially over it, because Aya wins in the latest Street Fighter, and then Tsukasa initially wins in the original, then Aya starts picking up, and they just have a nice bond and rivalry kind of thing going on. So they kind of forget the tournament and forget to claim the prize, but if she did win the prize, she gave Naso a kiss and said that was my plan. And it's like, this show is just, it's a feel-good show. It really is. What was the name of that genre? Yashike, is that how someone correct my pronunciation? I know you guys are much better at it, but that genre, this is truly one of those genre shows, and I love it for it. We need more of this type of show. We need at least one of those types every season. It doesn't have to be a romance, because not everyone appreciates romance in the same way as I do. But just a feel-good, relaxed, chill show. You need one every season just to have something to look forward to every week and be like, I can just relax and smile and just feel good about myself, because we all need that in this world. So yeah, let's get the episode up here. I don't want it to be over, but I guess we have to get going eventually. So as per usual, these are time-based format reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see time for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we will be in sync. We will watch this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since that's who's licensed it this season. Crunchyroll Originals logo to start, so about 5 seconds logos, and then we go straight into the episode. I'll call it out as it goes past, and you can also use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when the scene's transitioning, particularly the pop filter. That seems to be more reflective and indicative of the screen more than anything at the moment, so that's what I've been using to help sync up picture-in-picture versions on Patreon, although not for this show. It's only for Jujutsu Kaisen, Higurashi, and Moriarty this season. But next season, every show's going to have it, so look forward to that. But yeah, with all that said, I think we are good to go. So, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play. Crunchyroll Originals, cheers to that. And straight to OP. And for the last time this season, I will say, go listen to the full version of this. I want to do a video just on OPs, share my favourites, but my god, that's copyright hell. Especially with things like Sleepy Princess, Demon Castle, Molby are on the case on that one. It's a shame. Alright. Here we go. Husband and wife. Wow. Take a quick nose. Yep. Sure. And holy shit. Holy shit. My man dedicated to work. Yes. Do you have a goddamn? Did you have BMW blender render up there? Like, what was that? Yep. This is where he works himself until he's ill. Mm-hmm. Sure about that? Mm-hmm. Stop being a man. Yes. Yeah, you need to get to bed. Or hospital, that works too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Can she catch a cold? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's not lying, I don't think. He's already out. Oh, adorable. Uh, I love them. Mm-hmm. Uh, Reinforce that. She sees her chance. Here we go. She keeps reinforcing it. I love it. Calm yourself, boy. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yep. Yep. Holy shit. I love them. That's not the takeaway you should have. That's not the correct answer. Oh well. Mm-hmm. You just refuse to admit it. Yeah. Just don't notice. Yeah. I mean, you were bleeding pretty bad. Okay. They're having fun now. Yeah, you've only got one life. About her, the amount of hints they keep throwing out. Yes. You should, yes. Aww. 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 Wow. Denied. Denied. Yep. Love it. Family? Family would. I mean, yeah. Hmm. That is true. I'm sure there is. Sure. Oh wow, already prepared. I'm sure it will be. Uh, he very much is. Right. Yeah. uh, it's the first time I've seen blushing ankles. Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, it does. Dude's very forward. I love it. Yep. Uh, so we're gonna end with the festival, I guess. That works too. I assume we're gonna run into people here at the festival as well. Of course. Oh, okay. A lot of it. Uh, oh boy. Wow. Love it. Sure. I'm sure she is. Holy shit. Is he gonna be any good at this, I wonder? He's gonna put it in the water and just break immediately, isn't he? Wow. You're hopeless. Yeah. Hmm. Are they though? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. Yeah. Hey, they started. I mean, can see quite well here, actually. Mm-hmm. And actually catch some this time. That was nice. I don't think there's anything more after this. I think that's it. God, I love this show so much. That OVA can't come fast enough. Still love a little cute snowman in that shot. Is that it? That is it. Oh boy. Why did it have to be over? Nothing lasts forever. God damn, I love this show so much. I really, really do. Just such a feel good show, and it works so well. Okay, so I read a review. So I see. Where is it? Uh, where was it? They called NASA. Where is it? Um, let's see. NASA is possessive. Fair. I think most people will be possessive over their other halves. I don't think that's necessarily a negative trait. Excessively possessive might be seen as like, okay, that's getting a bit creepy. But I think you can be possessive of a spouse or even just a girlfriend. Like, you feel specially about them, so you do feel a little possessive over it. I think that's not necessarily a negative thing. And he also said downright horny. It's like, no shit, he's 18. He's just bagged himself one of the most adorable, cute, and hot wives you could possibly imagine. If he's not horny, I would almost question something about him. Like, his hormones at this point are going to be thinking about that. And it doesn't help that she's not really going against it. Like, that's just natural. Like, I don't see why that's considered a negative part of his character. I think the fact that this show is willing to openly talk about those things and be honest, like, he's forthright about it, like, he knows, like, yes, I want to watch you change. It's like, he's very honest about that, and I think that's commendable. It's like, if it was a problem, then they would make it a problem, but it clearly is not a problem for these two. So, I just don't get. I just don't get why that's seen as a negative side to his character. It's like, I praise the show for actually willing to talk about it and be honest and realistic about it without having this typical ecchi scene of, oh no, I fell and grabbed your boob, or, oh no, I saw your panties. It's like, I'm sick of those tropes, because it's just like, okay, come on. Whereas, like, honestly talking about it and be like, yes, I do see you in that way. It's like, it's refreshing, because not many anime shows will do that. So I really disagree with that review that marked it down because of something like that. It's like, no, like, an 18-year-old in a relationship is going to be horny. It's just a fact. Like, I'm 24. In a relationship, I am horny. It's just natural, right? Like, welcome to hormones. Like, it just happens. Some people, it happens more than others, I will admit. Like, depending on the character, some people value that quite highly in a relationship, some people do not. Like, it's just the way you show affection. Some people are more physically effective, some prefer words of affirmation, some prefer, like, there's the languages of love, right? What are the languages of love? There's like 5, isn't there? The 5 languages of love. There's 5 different types, right? Where was it? Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So, obviously, physical touch is somewhat important to NASA, it would seem. But honestly, they're all important to their own degree. But it's just an honest representation for the first time in a long time. So, yes, they kind of explored some of the similar tropes, similar to what a normal romance show was. I wasn't expecting this to be like... At its heart, it's still your typical Japanese romance story. It's just that they put a new spin on it by having them be married very early, that to frame it differently, and still allow them to explore certain things that you wouldn't normally explore. Like, if I still would like, and this is just me talking as a hypothetical, I don't know if such a story does exist out there. There might be one that does exist and will eventually get an anime adaptation, but I would like to see a show that explores being in a relationship. They don't have to be married, but in an actual committed relationship, and exploring some of the uniqueness that comes from that, and not have to get over the hurdle of the first kiss, the first love confession, things like that. Just like a more natural, organic romance that is already underway. Because most romances in Japanese storytelling are getting to the romance rather than exploring the romance as a whole. There are, of course, exceptions. I've mentioned before on Oromonogatari, Clannad. There are probably others that I'm forgetting at this point, but yeah. This show did way more than most romance shows do. Considering we got Rent a Girlfriend this season, not this season, this year, and then we've also got this, it's night and day in the different approaches to it. And they didn't overcomplicate it with unnecessary drama. They didn't include a third wheel. Like, here's the thing, they did include the love rival aspect to the story, but they framed it in a different way. It's like, it didn't become a persistent problem, because, no, it wouldn't become a persistent problem. Like, they explained it with the character, and it's like, yeah, you were too slow. Like, you can't just hold on to it forever. Okay, yeah, it was a bit fast and kind of rooted in a comedy bit, but they also explored that, and I must commend the show for that. So, yeah. That review kind of irks me a little, if you couldn't already tell. But yeah, I will admit there are some faults in it. Art style is not the greatest thing in the world. It's simple, it's cute, it fits the theme. It's just not that impressive overall. Also, that review also said, well, maybe it wasn't that review, it might have been another review that said, like, Arte looked terrible. It's like, really? We're critiquing it now for the art and saying those two shows look terrible? It's like, no, I don't agree with that. They're simple, they're not terrible. But anyway, I love this show so much. One of the best romance shows of the year, for certain. One of the best romance shows I've watched ever, probably. I'd have to go through and filter through all the different purely romance-based shows that I've watched, or where romance was the main focus rather than having it as a romance element to a pre-existing concept and storyline. But I love this. We will be watching the OVA, of course, when that comes next year. They didn't reveal anything more specific than next year, I don't believe. Yeah, it's just listed as 2021, and they announced it after this came out. So eventually we'll get to what that OVA is, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And I hope a season 2 is coming in like a year or two once a bit more material is out there, and maybe they can adapt it a bit more. Romance shows don't typically get season 2s, but Rent a Girlfriend does somehow. So I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, but OVA, we get more content. I'm happy with it. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one, as per usual. Leave a like if you did. It helps grow the channel, as do your comments. Let me know your thoughts on this final episode, as well as the whole season, now that it's come to an end. If you're looking forward to the OVA like myself, if you feel like there's some things unexplored in this show, or some things that you wish they did differently, please let me know. I'm always interested in reading feedback on it. And don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see the rest of the full 2020 lineup that will also be finishing up here over the next week or so, as well as the rest, as well as Winter 2021 prep, which will be commencing in the next week or so. I think next week I would like to get my Winter 2021 preview out on what shows I'm looking forward to, and start arranging my timeline as to how that's going to work and things like that. So thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.